Coffee, and we've got our good friend Cal. HypermotardKing.
Two cows don't make a wrong or right. What's the wording? What's the phrasing? I never get it right. Yeah, we always get it wrong anyway.
Well, the last time we met, we were pondering this bike, weren't we, at the NEC?
Yes, the motor, yeah, the NEC.
I'm not sure.
Fucking, that's almost like 12 months ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, because we're getting ready to go again. But you've got the bike.
Yes, finally. Took a long time.
Very nice bling on it, haven't you?
Hey, mate, got to keep it unique, haven't we?
Give him a shout out. Who's done that?
Dash Wraps. So Sean Wingfield from Dash Wraps, mate, does an amazing job. This is all templated now, so reach out to him if you want your Hyper looking better than everybody else's, but obviously not better than mine. Sean, don't make it better than mine, all right? So we've got it up. We've done a little bit of investigative work on it already. See what sort of ECU's in it. It's not one that we've cracked the mapping for yet. But hopefully you'll be on it.
We'll be get there at some point or another, yeah. But it'll be good to get some stock data off what the bike's doing, how it's running.
Yep.
And we've got that in the background then, haven't we? As soon as we manage to crack one, we're already ahead on the data front.
And I'm here to answer some questions to see if these SC, Austin Racing, exhaust cans, and a sprint filter. Let's just see I just want to know what these all do, what they make. Is stock worth it? With the air filter, with the lid box, lid loft. There's loads of different options you can play around on this. So it's going to be a fair few dyno runs. It's going to get quite warm and hot in here with obviously the bike. But yeah, I'm not no affiliation to any of these. I bought these. These are my own money. I bought these. So see what they do, man.
See what they do. Yeah. Well, let's get the runs done.
Yep.
And then we'll start to swap some hardware over.
Cool.
And we'll have a day in the dyno.
Happy days.
Get some lunch.
Happy days. Not bad. Day up north.
That's the dyno runs done, and some interesting results.
Yeah, you can say that again, can't you?
Yeah. I mean, obviously we can't bring you, well, you can, but from our point of view, it's just a data gathering exercise.
Yeah.
See what the stock bike's doing when we crack into the ECU, or we can hit the ground running, because we've already got the data for a stock bike. Typical Euro 5 results, really. It's lean as hell under 6,000 RPM. You
feel that, man. You feel that when you're riding. It is flipping neck.
Yeah, but the sprint filter is really
surprised you, isn't it? It's like, I swear at the beginning, let's go and do some dyno work, and then I said, I'm going to bring some end cans up. He goes, all right. He goes, sprint filter. He goes, you might as well just leave that in the bin, sort of thing. They don't do anything. There's nothing wrong with stock and that, and it's like. So almost scratching your head a little bit, weren't you? Like,
well, they certainly work on this bike.
Yeah,
they certainly work on this bike.
So we've got 76 is the maximum we achieved.
Yeah.
With any combination, mix and match of the exhaust with the air filter, with the lid off, and stock. And weirdly enough, that's stock, isn't it?
That's stock.
That's stock.
Stock end cans with a sprint filter and no cover on.
And the no cover on.
So it's a bit reminiscent of the 701.
Okay.
Which is the bike that it's in competition with, isn't it, really?
Oh, the Husqy, yeah.
Yeah. So with that, the biggest gains you get are with the airbox cover removed, an open filter.
On the Husqy? Is it similar with the KTM as well then? Obviously they do a Rottweiler kit, don't they?
It's
like a big...
So put the Rottweiler kit on and get rid of the cat and an end can.
Then give it a tune.
And it gives you about 15 horsepower in the mid-range, doesn't it? Ooh. Whereas this has already given us 8 horsepower just by, there's no tune.
Nothing
on it, and...
Mechanical changes has liberated 8 horsepower.
Which is really surprising, really, for a Euro 5 bike, because the...
Mate, I'm surprised as well.
Yeah, no, that's really surprised me.
It's funny that you mentioned those KTM and the Husqy, because I'm sure you've had a few of these on here, haven't you?
We have. We've done a lot of the 690 engine 701s and the 690s Euro 5s. I mean, that's a plot the green one is a plot. That makes 71. That's before the map, but it did have some hardware mods.
Okay.
An intake and an exhaust. I mean, the stock bikes make about the same power. They don't make a huge jump at the top end, so they make about 70, 71.
So 71 on a, what's the green one, the Husky?
The Husky, yeah.
So that's the 701, 71.
Yeah.
And then this with all the just hardware changes.
Just hardware mods, 76.
76.
But it's all above 7,500 RPM.
Yeah. There you go. Have it, you KTM, Piero Group, Husky, GASGAS, all those boys.
Up to 7,500 RPM.
Yeah, I suppose it is. And I suppose obviously this revs more, a lot more, doesn't it, to 10.5, so.
The Huskies are giving it to you.
It's not about the power, it's all about the rider, mate. It's all about the rider.
You might not think about it.
You think about it though, everyone always is all about top trumps, isn't it? It's all about the top power, which, you know, we all know means absolutely fuck all. So it's in those lower ranges where you second, third, fourth gear and you're just twisting it and going.
Yeah.
And yeah, the green on the Husky is making more there.
By quite a bit. 10 horsepower. 10 horsepower up, yeah.
5,500 RPM, and then from that point onwards, it's just catching up, isn't it?
Yeah, and going past. So really, to ride it, you've got to keep this thing above 6,500 RPM, which you already know anyway, don't you?
Yeah, you get that feeling straight away, because you're not going 200 mile an hour, are you? You're only going like 50, 60, 70, and just stopping there for the UK legal road limits. But I guess once we get some. Once someone does some work on it, we'll be catching up there to that 55, won't we? And then going onwards and upwards.
Should be doing, because that's more than just an air filter. That's been decatted as well.
Okay.
So yeah, you'd expect 10.
So this thing makes 77 stock at the crank.
At the crank.
With the Ducati Termagnoni system and the Ducati map, whatever that is, it says it makes 84 at the crank.
Okay.
So I think with that 76 hardware at the wheel, 10%. It's almost 4 or 5% or 8?
5% maybe.
5%.
5% on the bike.
All right, so that's 80. Say it's 80 then.
Yeah.
80-ish. Yeah. It's not far off.
No.
For a 100 quid air filter.
For a 100 quid air filter, yeah.
Yeah, you stick your $2,000 up your pocket, mate. Or maybe not.
Cal's angry today.
No, I'm just, you know what? I'm more annoyed at just everyone being Ducati. When the Ducati fanboy squad out there just constantly just go on about Akrapovic and Termini and, you know, fall under the false pretenses that they're the best for the bike and stuff, but half the time they're not, mate. From an independent person, obviously. But yeah, man, wicked, man. No, Champ, thanks for letting us have a day up here, spend around, piss around with this. It's been a good laugh. Interesting. I can't wait to get back up here once you guys have done some, well, whenever the work happens on this. And
well, you're always welcome. Yeah. As soon as we crack it, I think we'll give you a call.
Yeah, man. Cheers, boss.
No worries.
Thanks very much, man.
Again.
All right, take it easy.